All right, the next thing I'm going to talk to you about are the hot glue guns. These are pretty hardcore hot glue guns. They're not like a typical mini hot glue gun. They get very, very, very hot. But the nice thing is that the glue sticks really hold well together. Now, most of you are going to need to get an extension cord. I think it's a $4 rental fee at the hardware store. And then you want to lay down a sheet of paper or some newspaper, because as your hot glue gun heats up, it is going to dribble. All right? So one of the things you have to remember, I'll have kids go ahead and plug these in, and they'll say, Mrs. Brown, it's not turned on, it's not turned on, it's not heating up. When the problem is really you just have to flip the on switch. So make sure that you've got the on switch on. You can double check by looking at the back. Well, actually you can see that's not on. Plug that in. And then you can see that the light turns on and it's actually heating up. Okay, now the nice thing about these is that they are a cordless version. There's a hook right here that goes to the hook in the base, and that's how the whole piece will heat up. You know that your hot glue gun is ready when it starts to dribble at the tip. Don't be forcing your lever here because you're just going to break it. You just need to give these about 5 minutes and you'll see the glue start coming out the end. Okay, while we're waiting for that to warm up, you want to think about how you want to glue your pieces together. First thing you need to consider, do you want, if you notice my top piece is sitting on top of my bottom piece, and that's fine, there's no right or wrong, but do you want it like that, or do you want to slide that and make it even with the bottom piece? And if you look at that again, okay, there's the top piece on top of the bottom piece. The minute I slide it over and down, I've extended the length of my bottom piece by 1/4 of an inch, or I'm sorry, about 1/8 of an inch, and that's going to make a difference in your product. Okay, the other thing, aside from knowing how you want to put your pieces together, is where's the best place to glue them. You want to make sure that your glue does not show, because it can get pretty clunky looking. So what I'm going to do, because it does get kind of gross, I'm going to have a popsicle stick ready so that I can wipe some of that extra glue away. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some safety gloves. I have burned my hands so many times using these hot glue guns, and let me tell you, it hurts. You can easily get a 2nd to 3rd degree burn using this. Okay, when my hot glue gun is ready, I'm going to pop it out of its cradle. And then I'm holding my pieces not totally upright, but kind of bent to the side. You want to gently just squeeze the trigger, and you want to move so that you have a nice even flow of glue that comes out. Okay, and because this hot glue will dry fairly quickly, I'm going to go ahead and put my pieces together, and I'm looking on both sides. I'm trying to make sure, is it level on this side? Is it neat well on that on the inside? And then I'm going to take my popsicle stick and just run it along the inside, because I want my glue to look really nice. I don't want it to look clumpy, and then I ran it on the outside as well, just to take any clunky glue off. Now if you hold this, I would say for, well, less than a minute, to be really honest. Your pieces will glue together quite nicely. You'll have very nice inside seams, see no clunky glue, and you'll have very nice outside seams. And most of these, because you see we are working with cardboard, things aren't exactly perfect. And we'll talk later about how do you cover up some of those imperfections so that your pieces look very clean and nice for your client.